Welcome to Highway to Helms in 3, 2, 1.
Another day, another dollar as I holler to the world. I love the way I'm living, love the Gucci, love the girls, love the parties and the clubs, love the models and hot tubs, love the German engineering set on deep dish dubs. Another tour around the world, entertaining the fans. I love walking through the airport, taking pictures, shaking hands. Every day from me's an oyster, crack it open, find the pearl. I love the way I'm living, is what I holler to the world. Wake up in my bed and I'm feeling kinda stuck.
Yeah, let me bring up this title real quick. Bam! Just so you know what's going on. Welcome everybody to season 3. I don't know what kind of seasons. Not really a calendar season. The Gregorian calendar, named after me. It's a true story I just made up. Season 3 of Highway to Helms, closing in on 1.5 million downloads on iTunes. Also available on YouTube. YouTube.com/ShaneHelmsCom. I'll try to make it easy for you. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors as we always do about this time. What is that from? Dr. Dre?
Dr. Dre.
Like we do about this time. First of all, we got to thank highspots.com. Get all your wrestling paraphernalia, your DVD, your merchandise, your $5 wrestling, your action figures, your championship belts. I personally get knee pads and elbow pads for them. See, they help me out. Always been a long-time sponsor of the show. Got to thank those guys for that.
And they are a sponsor of the Chinlock for Chuck Wrestling Benefit Show.
Got to thank them for that, doing good things for good people. We also got to thank Figure4Apps.com, still the producer of the only official pro wrestler iPhone app, the Shane Event. The update coming soon. I know I say that about every week, but I keep pushing it back because I want to add new stuff to it. I need to just go ahead and come out with an update so people can have it, but that update is going to be nice. They also, Figure4Apps, also produce the I'm a Wrestling Fan. If you're a promoter, a wrestler, or a fan, download this app. Find out about events in your area. Not just events around the world, but they're listed too, but one's closest to you. Same concept for I'm a Fight Fan, but this is for MMA. And a lot of MMA news came out this week. We'll talk about that in a minute. Same concept for NASCAR and Indy racing is I'm a Race Fan. Hermie Sadler, you'll like this one. We also got to bring up Comic-Con Fan. A lot of comic conventions going on. If you've never been to one of these, you need to go check one out. Also got to thank RF Video for producing the one and only Shane Helms shoot. I finally got my copy, and I'm going to watch it to see if it's any good, and I'll let you know. I'm sure I won't be biased at all. Just saying. So what's going on, Big Daddy?
I don't know, man. What's happening?
Not a damn. I'm going to tell you what's happening. The clip of the week, or the highlight of the week so far, and I don't care what happens the rest of the week, is Kofi Kingston kicking Miz in the damn face.
Or as we call it, the KTFO.
Why do you do it?
Got knocked the fuck out, man.
The only other knockout I've seen recently that even compares to that one is this here. Boom! Oh, you going to jail now?
Might as well make it a good one.
Oh, you going? No, that's what he said. He goes, oh, you going to jail now? And then he punched her right in the face. Why would he do it?
She pissed him off.
What is your opinion on that? You know, obviously, somebody stronger shouldn't hit somebody weaker than them. I know people like to go off on the man versus women, but I look at it as stronger versus weaker more so than just men versus women. Because there are women out there that will kill your ass.
Oh, yeah, I've met a few.
And women out there that are really strong.
My opinion of it is, if I went to the zoo and the polar bear was in there in his cage, and I went in there and fucked with him, now he's stronger than me.
Some would say.
Now, whose fault would that be, mine or his?
I gotta say it's yours.
When there's nothing left but my clothes.
So if a little bunny goes up and slaps a lion in the mouth.
How about a signifying monkey?
If a signifying monkey comes out of the tree.
It steps on that lion's feet.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
What will that lion do? He'll whoop that ass.
Whoop that ass.
He'll whip it real slow.
That was a real crazy. Did you see the whole video?
Yes, I did.
The clip we just showed is a scene in Cleveland, Ohio, where I beat the Rock, by the way. Just lobbing that out there. And I guess this girl, I don't know what started it. She was all pissed off about something, and she's just talking shit. She's mad. She's angry. And she's all gangster and thuggish and all this kind of shit. And, of course, the bus driver's giving it back. He's an elderly gentleman. She looks to be 17, 18, 19.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
She's
it's hard to tell.
young girl.
You know, but she doesn't look like a young teenage girl. She looks like maybe in her upper teens,
maybe
young
not
20s.
with the same amount of experience as the bus driver.
Exactly.
But now she has a life lesson.
She did learn some shit.
Yeah. Next time she starts running that fucking mouth, she'll have something to remember back on.
But she put her hands. Excuse me. She put her hands on him first.
What'd she do? It was hard to tell because the video's moving. She pushed him.
Looks
in the
like she
back.
kind of pie-faced him or some shit like that. But then he stands up and he goes, "Well, you going to jail now?" Like maybe he's going to call the cops or something.
I don't
But
know.
then he draws back like Fred Sanford. Or fucking Ralph Cramden.
He drew
One
back
day,
like,
Alice.
He drew back like somebody off fucking Mortal Kombat.
Like, damn.
I was waiting for her to go flying out of the top of the scene.
I can't believe she took it.
Damn.
And then he tried to throw off the fucking bus and she was fighting back like hell. When she came back on, she was all fucking wired or jacked up or something. I don't know. That damn uppercut would have knocked my ass out.
Damn.
Girl's got a chin.
That is true. Maybe she should be a boxer.
I don't know. That damn uppercut. Let me look. I can't get over it. Why'd he do it? You going to jail now? Yeah, it does look like some damn Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat shit. Toasty!
He had a good technique on that. He drove with the right foot.
Damn.
That's trying to knock a bitch out there.
So, yeah. I think he got suspended. I don't think he got fired or nothing. I think he got suspended and had to issue an apology to the other passengers.
Or for not knocking her completely out.
The thing was, too, like immediately, I don't know if she said it, but one of her friends was saying it, or one of her friends, but it's like, oh, she's just a girl. Like, when she was talking all that shit, there was none of that, she's just a girl. And when she hit him, there was none of, she's just a girl. But then when she gets her ass knocked out, then it's, oh, she's just a girl. I mean, if that's your stance,
Fatality.
then act like a girl. I look at more like strength and weakness. I never want to fight nobody smaller than me. And strangely enough, I don't really want to fight nobody bigger
I
than
don't
me
want
either.
to fight anybody at
I don't
all.
want to fight nobody period anymore.
Damn.
I'm a grown ass man, dog. Man, I ain't got time for that. What if some dude named Delicious want me to call him Delicious? I'm a grown ass man. Can't do it. Anyway, did you like Raw so far this week? Other than that 3 hours is tedious as hell.
Did I like it?
Is this a setup?
Didn't like it.
Let me ask you again. Mike, how did you feel about Monday Night Raw?
I fucking hate it!
So what did you like? Or did you not like?
Well, what I've been liking about Raw is CM Punk.
Right?
AJ Lee is like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Seemed to be kind of not doing as much with her lately since that really bad rating.
I don't know, but it just seems like CM Punk hadn't even been on point like he's been with the microphone lately.
Mm-hmm.
They're starting to. There's so many things wrong with that show. To start with, whoever's booking it does not know how to book heat. I mean, they're trying to push CM Punk for this championship, which isn't the old formula for heat. Not that old is always better, but the heat, you put the heel over and then the babyface gets him in the big payday. Every time Punk comes out there, somebody leaves his ass laying. He'll come out there and shoot his mouth off to John Cena. John Cena will beat his ass and leave him laying in the ring. He comes out there and shoots his mouth off. Ryback comes out there and beats his ass. I mean, at what point is he going to be over so that somebody comes back on him? Or are they just saying he's been over for the past year, so now it's time for everybody to kill him? I would just think, that's not how I would do it. But, now they're trying to make him all pissed off, which to me, that's never been his thing, to come out here ranting and raving and mad. It's always been to talk like the voice of logic, which is what he's good at. I mean, now he's out there like, and it's just...
Seems a little bit more forced than it was.
Yeah, well, it does seem
bombs.
sincere. But I do like him and Paul Heyman. I think that's a good combination because I think, not that CM Punk needs anybody to talk for him. I just like the combination of the two guys. They just got way too much airtime to fill up.
Yeah, 3 hours is just a lot, man.
And it's hard to sit there that long. I mean, I taped this show, and it took me 3 days to watch it.
I like to finish a show going, man, I can't wait till next week. That's how I want to finish an episode. Every Monday now, I'm like, whoo, man. I'm glad I got 6 days to recover from this. Yeah. It's just, like, I can't hardly watch SmackDown because Monday Night Raw is, like, I can watch Impact because these are new people or different people, and I can, so I can, it's kind of a different deal. Like, man, I can watch Ring of Honor because, you know, that's completely not even in the same category. But, like, 3 hours of Raw, man, just exhausts me.
I like, the show I enjoy is Impact. Nothing against Ring of Honor. That's just not my thing. It's a little too fast paced for me. And, you know, I know there's people out there that like that kind of stuff. It's not bad. I mean, I like the way they present it. They present it, to me, what I liked about wrestling was when they would present it as a sport.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the big companies have gotten so far away from that where it's just like it's a wrestling show where anything goes. But they've got the tail of the tape where they show the stats on the wrestlers before they come out. Yeah, and I mean, it just makes it look more like a legitimate. And I like it when there's some kind of rules or format that everything works. You know, the champion has to defend the belt so many days. This guy can get a match with this guy because he beat this guy and that kind of thing.
Ring of Honor does definitely have more of an old school feel, which is funny. They have the youngest roster out there, but they kind of have a more old school feel when you're watching it.
Now, who books, writes, whatever you call it with them?
I know Cornette's out there doing something.
Yeah, I mean, is he in charge of all that, or is there somebody else back there, or what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's Dutch Mantel at these days? Is he with
Dirty
TNA?
Dutch? No, I mean, he just went through a big
his grand niece or something like that. Yeah, that's
tragedy at home.
that was terrible. I heard about that, but so he's not working with TNA anymore.
I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of. I like him though. I always liked him.
Yeah, thought he knew what he was doing.
Did
seemingly from my limited vantage point, but I don't know, man. I finished watching Raw this morning, and my side still hurts from that damn Kofi Kingston.
Why do you do it?
I don't know. I mean, I wasted a lot of time because I had to keep backing that up, watching it in slow motion. I'm like, what in the fuck is he doing?
He kicked that motherfucker right in the face.
You know, I know shit happens. Sometimes shit like that happens on purpose. Sometimes it's an accident. But he didn't seem like he was all that too concerned about it.
Hey man, should it be okay?
I'm surprised his damn foot ain't broke.
Well, I fucking popped huge. The old waitress was beside me. She done fell asleep, strangely enough. And she just heard me laughing my ass off. I couldn't.
Did you catch it right when they did it the first time?
Hell yeah. How could you not?
Well, you'd already smartened me up on it. I was looking for it when I went and saw it.
I just mean like, you gotta wait till you see this shit.
Well, then somebody else put a little video before I got to watch it. They put it on Facebook and I watched it.
Here's what I thought about. Boom!
Oh, man, I was like, what in the fuck?
Why do you do it?
You wrestled Kofi Kingston before?
No.
Is he naturally
I don't know. I ain't never really heard. I mean, when you throw in those kicks, when that's part of your deal, man, you're gonna catch somebody every now and then. That's just how it happens.
He caught him all right.
That shit was nice. Nice.
I mean, Miz didn't have any of the.
I thought even Layla had a pretty decent little deal.
Actually, you know how I feel about female wrestling. They actually had a decent match.
Mike, how do you feel about female wrestling?
I fucking hate it!
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I like that facial expression that Layla had at the end when she was sitting by the ring after she lost.
Yeah. Yeah, Layla's come a long way. Eve is the girl I would build the division around. I'm glad they got her in the spotlight.
You wanted to get one of them Moolah robes, don't you?
I wanted to get a Moolah robe.
One of them ones that comes up just below the short hair.
Believe in Eve. I just think she's
got.
got yeah. I think she's just got a. I mean,
why aren't you
bigger?
For somebody?
She's bigger. It's like the same thing with Tara in TNA. Like the character they got her now, and I love Lisa. You know, she's a great friend of mine. Like now she got her where she's swooning over this Hollywood guy, which ends up being just some kid off Big Brother, and the crowd started chanting, "Who are you?" when he made his big debut, which is never a good sign. But I was just like, that's a disconnect for me because she could physically be one of the most imposing girls on that roster.
Oh, yeah.
Any of the other girls could do that little, oh, I got me a Hollywood boyfriend, like, you know, but her and ODB are like, you know, now that Kong's out of the picture and stuff like that, and
heavy hitters.
And Beth Phoenix is on the way out. Yeah, they could be like the heavy
hitters.
Beth
Phoenix on the way out.
Yeah, I think she's gonna take some time off. And but speaking of TNA, I mean, you got Tara and you got ODB, like you got all those other little girls that, you know, don't have a lot of power A lot of the stuff doesn't look like it hurt as much, you know. So she could be like this ass kicker, and now she's kind of reverted to that same old, you know, kind of character that's been done a million times. So, but I mean, she's making it work for her. You know, she's the champ again.
That's one of the.
For that. Had four title changes, I think, on the TNA pay-per-view. Jeff being one.
Yep.
Jeff Hardy.
Back on top.
Good stuff. Chavo and Hernandez, tag team champions.
I hadn't heard all the matches. I did know that Jeff won.
What was the other one? What did I just say?
TV title. Did somebody win that?
No, the other one was RVD winning the X Division title.
RVD is an X Division guy.
I don't think. I don't know what the weight class. I mean, I know they had a weight class limit on it, and then they didn't, and then they did, and I don't know what the fuck.
Isn't RVD like 240?
The big old boy, bottom heavy as hell too.
Got them big legs.
Big old ass on that boy. He got a big booty.
But that's one of the things I don't like about wrestling these days. Is I don't know if it's just these guys are being pumped through this developmental factory or whatever. They all work the same. I mean, think about it. If you watched a match between
I will not think
Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, and you watched a match between Jimmy Valiant and the Barbarian, nothing alike.
Not a damn.
But everybody just seems to work the same today. Every single pin attempt, they hook the leg. Now, is that because there's an agent telling them to do that?
I mean, I don't know.
See, I think you should hook the leg in certain situations. Most situations, no, it's necessary. When you just power bomb some motherfucker's brains out and he's completely dead and lifeless, I really don't think he's going to kick out if you don't hook his leg. But in the quick pin attempts, if you want to try to get that little quick false finish in there and you grab them, wrap them up.
I like pinning and trapping the wrist and doing a little Kimura on the other side.
Put that elbow in the face.
I always hated when people put the elbow in my face.
Because it hurts?
Yeah, it would like be one of those things that really pissed me off for somebody. It's like, get on my face. I'm very touchy in this area. I don't like to be touched in this area.
You ever get down there and put them
especially
in the
half? In the calf. Yeah. I mean, I would do stuff, you know, like try to shoot the power half and like hook the pit and stuff like that. But I really got, especially as Gregory Helms, because you know I was able to use my wrestling again, which I couldn't really use as Hurricane. So when I would pin, I would like, you know, have the one arm over here, I'm going across chest, and I grab that wrist and sneak underneath and do that a lot.
I used to like to put them in that damn. Well, like, you know, I'm doing something, the guy's face down, I'll use that half to turn him over just to show that I got a little bit of background. Mm-hmm. But I always used to like, especially when I had to put somebody over, put them in that damn double arm bar and lock it in there and roll their ass over, and make them wonder if I'm gonna let them go or not.
I actually had to do that when I was coming up. You know, having to fight for my damn life all the time because I was the only little guy around. Some big guy was trying to bully the piss out of me in the ring, and I put his ass in a double arm bar and just stacked him and pinned him.
You know damn
and
good
I looked
well.
And as I was turning him, I looked at the ref and said, "You better count."
You know damn good and well if you get put in that, it's really hard to get out of it. I don't care how much stronger you are than the other.
And I'll be honest with you, he didn't fight me putting him in it, but he done pissed me off at this time. Then kicked the shit out of me and hurt me a bunch. And I was like, okay. And so anyway, I took him down kind of hard, so he knows it's on, but I don't think he knew that was coming. Anyway, I like once you get people that don't know, once you get that double arm bar in there
and they stand you up, it's hard to do anything.
Yeah, you're gonna get pinned.
I mean, because your own weight's on top of your shoulders and your arms are pinned back where you can't do shit. I like to put people in it though and just turn them over and hold it tight as fuck until the two count. 1, 2. Just remember that next time you try to fuck with me.
That's when I went to the bag and I was taking off my wrist tape, just eyeballing him.
Did he say anything?
Not a damn.
I don't remember this. Was I there? What was this in the early Kid Vicious days?
Kid Vicious, that little son of a bitch.
Is this somebody I know?
Probably not.
No. Either way, I'm sure he had it coming.
We all got it coming.
Hey, did Dave Batista have his fight?
Yeah, he won.
Did he?
Yep. He won. Sad to say, Stephan Bonner did not win. I know we had Stephan on the show. We had high hopes for him against Anderson Silva. But Anderson Silva is the best of all time.
How'd that fight end?
Fucking ridiculous. Actually, Bonner was doing okay. He was winning the round on points.
How many rounds did it go?
Just the one.
Just the one.
But literally, keep in mind, Anderson Silva is moving up in weight. He normally fights at 185. Bonner fights at 205. He literally refuses to take his back off the cage.
Anderson Silva?
Yeah, just stands there. Actually takes punches.
Rope-a-dope.
Takes punches. Just like, yeah, near me. It's not going to hurt me. So, I mean, in the fans' eye,
do you have it on tape?
Yeah, I got it downstairs. And in the fans' eye, I know a lot of people, were saying, well, how could you say that Bonner was winning and those punches weren't doing nothing? I know they weren't doing anything, but if you're doing something and the other guy isn't doing nothing, you're winning around. You're scoring points. So he was pressing the issue and he was doing a little something. And this Silver man is just like, nothing bothers me. Nothing you can do is going to fuck with me. That's just how he. And then like they kind of backed away and Silver actually went right back to the corner and put his back against the cage again. And told his corner, relax. They were saying something to him. He goes, relax.
What are they saying? Get you back off the cage?
And then somehow he did, he got underneath, spun him around, and like Bonner was coming and kind of bounced off the cage a little bit. And Spider kneed his ass right in the damn Solar Plexus. And he went down. Stephen Bonner's never been stopped.
Until now.
That was impressive. I know it's easy for the casual fan to try to shit on Stephen and for whatever reason, but it's more of how bad or how great and badass Anderson Silva is than anything.
Now that title still helps Bonner's career, right?
Yeah, it was exciting and it was just got caught. And Anderson Silva finally, he does shit that nobody else does. He does shit that other people don't even train for. It's just ridiculous.
That probably got Bonner a good payday too, didn't it?
I'm sure. That main event down in Brazil. He looked good. Looked like he'd been tanning like a motherfucker. He'd been tanning pretty good. It's ridiculous, man. A lot of good fights. I want me some cheddar.
Fat looks better when it's brown.
Fat does look better brown. I want me a couple hundred bones.
That was an Arn Anderson witticism, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were going into a gym one day and Arn Anderson was coming out and I said, "Oh, did you get your tan on?" He goes, "Fat looks better brown, boys." Kept right on walking. We were like, "What the fuck is that?" Okay. Yeah, I can't remember what the undercard was. Big Nogueira beat the piss out of Dave Herman. I'm sick of him. Dave Herman, that is. I tweeted that one. It was a little harsh, but I go, Dave Herman is worthless. Like I hate guys that blow up every fight. Hey, get some fucking cardio. And then his last words, or not last words, but he said before the fight that jiu-jitsu is worthless or jiu-jitsu is pointless or some shit like that. Then he goes out and gets submitted by jiu-jitsu.
What is banging around downstairs at your house?
Probably some creatures that you brought with you.
I don't know. I don't like the sounds of this.
Bad. But I can't remember what else was going on there. I need to write this shit down. At some point, I'm gonna be more organized when I do the show one day.
We're trying not to lose the spontaneity.
I like the spontaneity.
Talk about too much.
But then I forget what I watch, man. Bellator was real good, man. They had this Bellator fight on Friday, and the dude did an axe kick.
I love the axe kick.
Yeah, but the dude was down on his back, right? And these two particular guys have fought before, and one had kicked the one in the balls. Accidentally, accidentally, but it hurt him,
Yeah.
And so when they stand up, now it's a different guy standing up, and or the dude that's standing up now got hit in the balls. It might not have been against this exact same guy, but for some reason I want to say it is, but it might not have been. Anyway, he stood up, and the referee immediately says no groin shots. And so he was trying to axe kick him in the belly, but it came right down. And the axe kick is hard as hell. And they had to stop the fight. And the dude got disqualified.
Because of the balls?
Because of the balls. The balls were done. Smashed.
You remember that story I told you about? Remember the referee, Pee Wee, that we used to have back in the old days?
Back in them olden days?
Yeah, when he was running his mouth to David that night over at my house. This goes back to what you were talking about earlier about the small versus the powerful versus the weak, or the Pee Wee's about that fucking big,
right?
Hence the name Pee Wee. And him and Dave mouthed one night. How about
Is he bigger than this?
No, that would be life size if that was. And he keeps on, and David finally had enough. And David said, "You know what? Shut the fuck up." And he said,
"But if I put this here, it looks like it's coming out of your balls."
Yes.
Proceed. Sorry.
He said, "Shut the fuck up." Okay?
Words of wisdom.
And Pee Wee was going in the bathroom, and he couldn't shut up. He just had to say one more thing. And you know how it is when you finally reach that point and you say, "Stop following me. Don't take another step." And they take that step. David went to walk away. This could have been the end of it. Pee Wee opens that door with his foot out the door. And he didn't even get the words out. When David heard him go to speak, he turned around and kicked that motherfucker's balls up in his throat. I mean, I think Pee Wee's head, the top of his head, hit the top of the bathroom door.
Why would you kick another man in the face?
I don't know. But the funny part of the story was, all right, Pee Wee curls up like a dead spider. All right, and all the rest of us left. I come back home later, Pee Wee's walking around. I'd kind of forgotten about it. And Pee Wee's walking around mumbling something. And I was like, what'd you say? And he wouldn't talk to me. What he was mumbling was, "You don't kick me in the balls, man." I think he felt somehow violated by that move.
A violation of his rights.
A violation of his balls. And they're still probably undescended to this day.
Speaking of balls, let's take this opportunity to go to this little commercial right now.
We never had writers. Who's gonna write for me?
Right.
What writer can write for Jesse the Body? I remember the first time a Saturday Night Main Event. We got there, I sat down, Dick Ebersol of NBC comes up and hands me this big thick folder. I open it up. Vince says this, Jesse says this. I looked, I said, "Dick, come here." I said, "What the F is this?" He goes, "That's your script." And here's exactly what I said to him. I said, "Dick, 1 year ago, NBC didn't give a rat's ass about wrestling. I said, you're going to now tell me you got some writer who can write for me?" Dick Ebersol sat there and he said, "Ignore it. Do what you want." I said, "Thank you."
You got mine right there. You see that shit? Evidently, that's one of his best-selling. For this time frame, how many sold really quick? The Jesse Ventura.
Now, there's somebody that should be on the presidential ballot one of these days.
Oh, he's not allowed to talk, man. You can't have a brain and talk. Also, finally got mine. Gonna watch the shit out of it. Oh, make sure there's a DVD in there. Boom. No.
No, it's in there.
Oh.
Now I got to go home and hear how bad you buried me in here. Lazy motherfucker.
That made me do all the damn
Made
work.
me do all the work.
Well, cool. As you can see on the screen, we got Marco Corleone coming up. He's going to come up in the next couple minutes, and that's going to be, like I said, coming up. He's a star of Lucha Libre USA, huge star in Mexico. Was in WCW, WWE for a short while, and we're going to talk to him about what he's up to. And that's coming up right after this.
Shop Matt Hardy, your place for all your official Matt Hardy merchandise. Stronger Than Death t-shirts, wristbands, autographed 8x10s, and limited edition memorabilia. The website offers a user-friendly layout, and we accept all major credit cards as well as PayPal. Keep coming back. I got a family to feed.
And we're back. We got a guest on the line waiting for us. But once again, we got to thank HotSpots.com. All your wrestling paraphernalia you need. You need merchandise. You need championship belts, action figures, masks, all that jazz. I personally get my knee pads and elbow pads because some people still work around here. Motherfucker. Also, Figure4Apps.com. You know what they do. And RF Video produced the Jesse Ventura DVD, which I just held up, but you can't see me yet. That being said, see that shit? Got mine. That being said, let's bring in a guest. Former WCW star, former WWE, was it F at the time? Maybe E, whatever. I don't know if he was there for the E transition, but now he's a huge star in Mexico, as he pronounces it. It's Marco Corleone. What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
What's up, man? What's up, Shane? What's up, Mike?
What's happening?
With your little ode to the anvil. What's the story on the beard going on there, man?
I'm creating a new heart foundation. Me and Teddy Hart, we're gonna get
Well, he's training cats, and you're gonna train. He's training cats, and you're gonna train rats. Is that what it is? You're gonna train rats, and he trains fucking cats to come to the ring and do spots or some shit.
Like actual cats, or is that
No, like a real fucking
metaphor for some type of?
No, it's a real fucking cat, right? I ain't seen it. I heard about it.
What would you?
That Teddy Hart trains like little cats, like actual live cats, to come to the ring and do shit.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's
I don't wrestle with him anymore, but in AAA, he'd bring a cat to the ring, get his cat. It's okay. He just bring a cat to the ring. He's a regular house cat.
Did it do anything? Did it come off the
Didn't do
top?
anything special. Didn't growl. Nothing. Didn't meow. Nothing.
Now maybe he used it to catch.
He came out of the ring with Teddy.
You think he used it to catch a couple rats?
Possibly.
Look,
That, a
Yeah.
puppy, a baby.
baby.
Yeah.
You know,
You know, because cats chase rats. You know.
that's what they say.
So do wrestlers.
So that is working out.
Hey man, whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Now, is Teddy Hart, is he actually related to the Hart family? I think I heard that he was.
Yeah, he's
That's,
in there.
that's not a gimmick infringement there, is it?
I don't think so. I think
No,
I think that family tree's got a lot of branches.
Well, with 17 kids or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
they
bound
got
to.
lot of children, a lot of grandchildren, that type of thing. My family tree goes straight up.
My family tree don't have any branches. And I fell out of it a long time ago.
I lost your voice. I can't hear you.
Where you at?
Oh, no. I hear you. I hear you. Okay, you're back.
All right. So I know you were just in Chicago recently because you're part of one of Mexico's biggest soap operas. Now, soap operas are a little different in Mexico than they are up here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, actually, this is what the little goatee's for. I play Russian. I got a part on a soap opera. They call it a novella. But the soap operas in Mexico are on prime time. So my particular novella, called Por qué el amor manda, is at 8:15 at night, prime time. So I got a part, and actually it's kind of weird. You know, I've always been a bit a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan, and I saw a big opportunity for me to be like an Arnold Schwarzenegger of Mexico, and it's kind of turning out that way. I've become more like kind of like for my size and for my accent, it's helping me out a lot, you know. And so right now I'm on this show, and it's actually #1 in Mexico with ratings right around average per nightly, Monday through Friday. 25.8. We ran at 24.9 last night with a 50% share. So
Wow.
a lot of people.
So you're saying the rating was a 25.8? Like, does that translate? Does that mean 25 million people, or what does that mean? I'm always confused about ratings. I never know what the hell.
It depends.
Yeah, I'm not. It has a lot to do with the share as well. You know, we did a 25.8, but we did a 50% share, which pretty much means that I believe, like, in that test, 1 out of every 2 televisions had this show on. You know, it's kind of like that. Like for example, Raw does big ratings here. They do ratings of 7s and 8s. You know,
They used to do that
whereas
here.
in the States, I think I saw 2.5, 2.7 the other night.
Yeah, that was one of the lowest ones in like 15 years. I think they're back up now again. They brought Vince back. You know, the old go-to. When shit gets bad, you bring Vince back. So they brought him.
Vince, bring him in the game. He's Robert Horry. He's Robert Horry.
He's Robert Horry. So you got to do.
TV ratings have to do also with how many people can get that channel. Like a TV rating on like ABC or NBC is more people, the same number as more people than like a cable station. Because more people get that, you know what I mean? It's available in more households.
Gotcha.
But I thought it roughly translated to every point was 1 million people.
Yeah. But it's probably that. You know, Mexico has about 120 million people, and
They all
we're doing
watch it.
25s and 24s. I mean, that's about right. It's about 30 million people, you know, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, my part, I probably come out maybe 1 out of 5 episodes a week. I come out in 2 of them per week, but I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger type character. You know, I say I keep it basic, and I have some catchphrases. I got catchphrases. You know, like the "I'll be back" or "Hasta la vista, baby."
So you speaking like Russian, but in Mexican? What is your?
Well, yeah, I'm Russian, but I speak Spanish. But what had happened was that's why I went to Chicago. The main character, you know, he was working in Chicago. He's Mexican, and I hit him with my limo. You know, I'm a big thug, mafia type guy with chicks and that whole, you know, jewelry. And I hit the main character, and actually, I'm opposite my enemy in the soap opera. His name's Fernando Colunga. He's kind of like the George Clooney of Mexico, although he's not dating Stacey of Mexico. So. No, but you know, he's very, very popular here, and that's all my teams have been with him. So it's kind of like working The Rock or working Hogan, or you know, like
Getting that rub.
You almost You almost can't fuck up. Yeah, I'm getting a real.
So let me guess your character's name. Nikita Sanchez.
No. Uri Petrovsky.
That was my next guess.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, y'all beat me to it.
No Nikita Sanchez.
Nikita Sanchez. No.
Now, do you speak fluent Spanish?
I would call it fluent. I'd say I'm about 90% there. You know, there's still things every day that I have to launch, you know, back and forth, but that's a whole different world, you know. I mean, the language, the culture, you're 13 hours away, it's flip-flop, you know. But here in Mexico, I'm a 2-hour plane ride from Dallas or 3 hours from Atlanta, you know, so I still feel like I got one foot in the United States if I need to come back for some reason, you know, and it's made me, I'll be honest with you, I feel like I've gotten over here in Mexico because I didn't get over in WWE. I didn't understand. I look back at it now and it's all blur. I don't even understand. I look at it and it makes me sick. I look at the rest of us. I mean, look, as far as the wrestling goes,
You ought to be the guy trying to work you.
Doing Rosie for fucking 15 times.
On Heat every fucking Sunday.
No, it wasn't like, I'm saying like, my wrestling was whatever, you know, I didn't hurt anybody, my moves were cool, but I mean, I'm talking about getting over.
Right.
Getting over. And I didn't know how to get over. So when I came here, I didn't know any politics, I didn't understand politics, all I knew was get the fuck over.
Right.
Get over. You know? And that's kind of what happened, you know, and then you add in a bit, you know, like you know, you're a masked man. The majority of the wrestlers here have masks, you know, so, and then I pop up on the scene, you know, I'm pretty much the biggest thing since Vampiro to come here, you know, in the 90s it was Vampiro, and I kind of was like the next Vampiro in the 2000s, you know, so, I'm just real fortunate, and you know, that's pretty much my advice to a lot of young guys is, if nothing's holding you down, you have got children, you have to make work and support a family right away, try in Japan, try in Mexico, you know, try living there. You know, I think it makes you, these places, like I told you, Mexico, it makes you get over. If you don't get over, you're going to be done real quick. You either get over or you get out. And they're tough. It's a tough crowd because the people, you know, like I was telling you before, you know, in WWE, we went different places, Madison Square Garden, the American Airlines Arena, every 3 or 4 months. But here in Mexico is like the Mecca, the Madison Square Garden. And we run that every single Friday, every 52 weeks a year.
Wow.
I think there's been 3 shows canceled. And we just had our 79th anniversary, 79th. Next year will be 80-year anniversary of CMLL.
80 years?
So, I mean, these fans, 80 years. 80 years. So, I mean, tradition this is real lucha libre. You know, this is real authentic lucha libre, which is a lot different than American style, Japan style, even AAA in Mexico. Yeah, so that's.
I know in Lucha Libre USA, I couldn't speak a bit of. I was about to say English. My English is a little shady too. I couldn't speak no Spanish, man. I happened to go out there and like with some guys that you know you just gotta wing it. Like when you first went to Mexico, did you know any Spanish at all?
None. I thought Amigo was a rent-a-car company.
I think it is.
I had no idea, but that's the whole thing. The first 6 months I was there, I saw a possibility like, you know, and I changed my whole style up too. You know, I always like to be kind of like the Air Jordan high flyer. Like,
right.
So you know, it'll be kind of frowned upon that, you know. So when I went there, I had my full arsenal. I started doing dives outside of the ring, you know, Undertaker style, that type of stuff. But they have a ramp. I started doing this. They call it Marco Corleone, you know, where I run and dive over the ramp. And when I started getting over, I took Spanish very seriously because I thought, like, man, you know, like I see possibility here. And you know, the wrestling lucha libre is so close to the television, mainstream television. You always have an opportunity. If you get over into lucha libre, for certain you're going to be doing programs in television, talk shows, stuff like that because they embrace lucha libre. It's part of their culture. Whereas, you know, the WWE, I mean, once in a while you'll see something pop up in USA Today newspaper, but usually the majority of the time it's something negative. Something to do with steroids, something to do with whatever. And, you know, here in Mexico, they respect the shit out of you for it. That you're you know, there's been wrestlers, Budima and Santo, those guys were movie stars back in the 60s and 50s, and it's carried over up to the point where, I saw if you get over to Lucha Libre, you can get on TV. And when I get on TV, I'll tell you what, the first year and a half was, man, I get on TV programs, and my Spanish was not up to par. So I just started, it forced me to show charisma in other ways without talking, whatever. I get stuck in an interview on national TV. I just take my shirt off and start flexing. It's crazy. I'm like Bob Step type stuff in Japan, Like I use that guy.
So what's your favorite color? That right there, that's my favorite color.
The thing. People on a talk show, they forget sometimes that, like, I tell them before, I make sure I tell every host or hostess, please talk slow. Action.
See, that's my thing, man. I know more Spanish than the average person. I mean, I'm not fluent by any means.
I'm talking people that, they just talk so damn fast. It's like my brain can't. I know what they're saying, but I can't process it. I can read it and do a lot better than trying to listen to somebody talk.
It's tough, man. I'm still in the books today, 6 years later, And they say too, it's better you learn as a kid. If you're a little kid, you start at 2 to 3 years old, you can pick it up no problem. But try to start as an adult. It's like golf. It's better to start golfing with a trainer, because if you learn bad habits, you fuck.
Yeah.
I'm fucked. I say that word on here?
Yeah.
Is that word?
No,
okay.
Feel free.
Cool. See, this is great for me too, because I haven't spoke English in a few days, so I'm fucking excited.
That's crazy.
Feels good dropping.
We used to have when we used to do this live. There'd be a running chat room, and doing it live was just a pain in the ass. But the fun part is where we'd have a chat room, and the fans would do a drinking game every time I said an F-bomb. So by the end of the show, the chat room was all fucking drunk. We were fucking drunk.
Wasn't nobody in it. They were all passed out.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
so what about that Temple of the Sun? Are we ever gonna get there?
Hopefully, hopefully the second trip will go better than the first trip.
Yeah, when we got in the accident, me and Karen, the waitress, we were supposed to be in Mexico that day on Cinco de Mayo. That was the idea, which probably wouldn't have been a good idea anyway. We were going to fly into Mexico on Cinco de Mayo. I don't imagine traffic or anything would have been that bad.
Nah.
And
no, the parking lot on the highway.
And then we were going to go to the Pyramid of the Sun and have a week down there. And we decided we wanted to
go to the
hospital instead. The hospital stay wasn't bad. They had a lot of Jello.
Nice.
A lot of Jello and ice cream.
Damn, that's been a year and a half ago.
Yeah, May 5th, 2011.
I remember Marty calling me and taking me over to Rex Hospital looking for your ass.
I don't.
Yeah, and you were over at Wake Med.
It was the Druids, man. It was the damn the Saul Druids, whatever the fuck their names were.
Put you up to it. Fucking Druids.
Fucking Druids. There was these guys in Lucha Libre USA. They weren't called Druids, right? I just started calling them Druids, right? Or what they called?
They were called
something Del Sol.
No.
There was a Del Sol in there, I think, maybe. No? SOL Soul?
Oh, Soul.
Yeah.
Soul. Because that's just SOL.
Yeah. And so anyway, it was like the guys that used to carry the Undertaker out, like come with him. They'd be
yeah.
all in black, like the black Ku Klux Klan, just that shit. And I was like, damn, it's the Druids. Like, they're fucking everywhere. Like, every time you turn around, there'd be more Druids.
That means sun, by the way.
Druids mean sun?
No, soul.
I know what soul means. That's the name of our son. Did you know that? That's the name of our son, the soul.
What's his last name?
Don't have a last name. That's why it's the solar system. Go ahead.
That's all I remember. How they came out and they chanted soul. They carried like fucking wicker type shit fire, like soul. And then mayhem broke loose. They break into every single match. Interference in every match. That's what you claim they're the Druids.
The fucking Druids. They were everywhere. We go to one of these shows, I don't know if you saw it, but we had to kidnap Liz Mark Jr. And he was wearing a cape. And we wrapped him up in his cape and we carried him up the ramp. And like big, tough, strong guy here carries like his ankles, and like I got the whole rest of his fucking body weight. I'm barely
What are you
making.
doing this?
You're looking up that steep ass ramp. That ramp was deep as shit too.
Yeah, the ramp was steep. I'm going, God, and I know the camera's on us, and boy, I was so close to dropping him.
Just drag him next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna come out with a damn handy cart next time. I was like, just put him on this thing.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, and then one of those things you go, that lifts up a crate.
Pallet lift.
Yeah, pallet lift. That shit was fun, man.
And his house was down. He was wrapped up in a flag, right? He was like wrapped up in a.
Yeah, so it was like dead weight. It wasn't like he could help us out any. It was just
No post there.
I hope Lucha Libre gets back up and running.
Why'd they stop?
They do tours as much. They don't like go all year long. They do tours, and so that's just. I mean, that's just kind of their business format. Which
Well, they had TV for a while, right? MTV2 or
yeah,
something.
MTV too is just kind of.
Then what? They lost it.
They're not big on promoting, which is key.
You mean MTV2 or?
MTV too. They're not real big on promoting this shit. That's why they had a problem with Bellator. That's why Bellator, big MMA company here in America, they're leaving MTV2 and going to Spike now for the same deal. I think they're just not big on promoting it. You know.
Well, Spike's good about promoting that and TNA.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a show on your
It's your
network,
show.
yeah, promote it.
Don't you want it to do good?
Yeah. I mean, it's a partnership.
He put it in a shitty ass block too. Like it was 8 to 12 in the morning. It was like some kind of, you know.
Yeah, no, it was
Like on Saturday or something.
it was like Saturday. It was like 9 or 10.
It's in the morning, right? On the opposite cartoons.
Yeah, it was a shitty ass reality show.
I know it was too early for me to get up, and I was on the motherfucker. I know that. It was too early for me to get up and watch it, and I was on it. And so it was even earlier, yeah, because it was like 9 or 10 here, which means it was like 3 hours earlier on the West Coast.
Yeah.
And that's where, and it's a Latino-based show, so that's where all the market is in the West Coast. And like, who the hell's going to get up at 7, 8 o'clock, whatever time it was entirely too fucking early. I ain't going to get up that early and watch a damn thing.
Watch my damn eyelids.
Like I said, I was on the show, and I wasn't getting up that early and watching it.
I used to look for it. I never could find it when I knew you were on there.
This on Hulu now. Like if you got Hulu, I'm not sure exactly how to even explain that, but it's kind of a Netflix type thing, or more of a internet channel than a TV channel. But you can go and I watch some of our stuff on the old computer box. Hulu, HULU.
I'm familiar.
Hulu.
Did you see some?
Yeah. I saw the one where whatever it was tried to kill me with all those 5 chairs, and finally you came and saved me. I mean, I was out there getting murdered for like 30 minutes, and finally at the last second you come down and save me from getting murdered completely.
I looked at their website. Did y'all have kind of a small crew, or they just didn't put them all on the website?
No, it's kind of a small crew, but
Well, because you go on like WWE's website and there's like 50 guys on there.
oh shit, man, they do 4 shows a week.
I know, but I was looking at Lucha Libre's website.
We do about 4 shows every 6 months.
And there was like 10 of you.
No, they there was more than there was more like 20. And I mean, they were talented as fuck though, man. Everybody on that crew was good. There was nobody on that crew that I would say sucked. And there's several guys in WWE I would say suck.
The fusion of the Americans we had, that learned the style, American style, and mixed with the Mexican style, the fusion was awesome. When you have some matches like Petey Williams versus a Mexican guy, like ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous stuff.
Petey was really good. I like him.
That's that British guy, right?
Petey Williams, no, he's from Michigan. He used to do that. Well, I think he's originally from Canada. He used to do the Canadian Destroyer, that Sunset Flip. He was the little Papa Steiner guy.
He was
little,
in TNA for a while, right?
Yeah. Little Papa Puff or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even know if that was Papa Puff.
Papa Puff.
Papa Puff. What?
Now, that Lucha USA, did y'all all work right-handed in that shit?
It was just kind of whatever happened out there. It's a learning experience, man. It was real neat. You go out there and just, you got to go out there and perform because the language barrier, and I didn't have it as much. There's only a few times I was in there with somebody I couldn't communicate with, fluently.
Well, this Mark speaks a little English,
So, and it was just like you go out there and do it, and if you knew it was somebody good, man, you can make it work. My first match was with Liz Mark, and I remember I was worried because Albuquerque's. I was more worried because of the altitude. Albuquerque's, I think, higher than Denver, and
There's no air to breathe.
yeah, you're going there and blow that piss up. And so I was going down there. I was like, man, until you get used to it, like even if you're in great shape, until you get used to it, you go down there and be like, I was like, so I get down there. I was like, yeah, we got you in the main event. I'm like, okay, damn, all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say no to the main event singles match. And two, it's gonna be like the yeah.
That was match number 9. Match number 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to keep that crowd the whole time,
Yeah, so I was worried. I was like, man.
They had a mini lumberjack match. You followed a mini lumberjack match, if I'm not mistaken.
Little lumberjacks everywhere. I remember that was gonna be tough because they're gonna see all the lucha libre stuff. Like, man, they're gonna have seen everything tonight, so we're gonna have to go out there and do good. And I think toward the end you definitely see me slowing down a little bit. The air was getting to me, but it was fun, man. I ain't never had no
We
fun.
had matches in ECW.
The crowd was there the whole time.
Yeah.
We had matches in ECW with guys like Super Callow and Jesus Cristobal and
Right.
Super Crazy, and a lot of them guys, if they spoke English, they weren't damn letting on that they did. So
Right.
It's a lot of, when you're going over a match, it's a lot of, hand gestures and things like that. They were always right there, though. I never had a problem.
We were in WCW. Me and Shannon were El Dandy and Silver King, and they didn't. If they would like be in the ring and go to shoot me off, and they go, and I'd be like, I didn't have a clue of
Coming back with your eyes open, ain't you?
but that taught me something. So now, like when I train people now, and I shoot them off, just to be prepared, because anything could be coming. Because I remember doing that match one time, I looked at Shannon and I was just going, I got no clue what's going to happen here. And but I mean,
ready to take a bump.
Just take a bump, kid. But it was good. It was fun.
But another thing that's cool about the Latin fans, the Latin fan base, I mean, they get loud. They really get into Libre too,
Yeah.
I remember in that match that you and Liz Mark, I mean, shit, I think I came out like towards the end of your match because someone was trying to interfere from his team. And man, they were all on their feet coming with you for the wizard kick, that, and it was amazing. 9th match, that's what kind of fans. That's another thing here, Like I said, you get 4,000 or 5,000 people, they sound like 15,000 people, and then when you get a crowd of 10,000, they sound like fucking 30,000. They get into it. They get into it. It's kind of like a soccer crowd, how they chant. They got those chants. And
I'd rather work in front of a crowd like that any day than a bunch of damn people that think they're smart to sit there and shit on everything you do.
Yeah, no, Mexico is very, like, they're all happy, like they're having a good time, which is kind of like the Mexican culture.
I'd rather work in front of 500 people like that than 10,000 that didn't give a shit.
And it's always like that, and that's the thing in WWE, some of those crowds are real cold. I don't know if it's just me, but some of those crowds are cold,
Yeah.
Looking, like I said, fucking marks,
I think it's I think what's happening in America especially is a lot of fans just get into heckler mode. Like
they're trying to mess you up more than they are trying to.
Yeah, it's like you go to a comedy club, and you want to watch this comedian, and there's some guy over there heckling, and it's like he's entertaining himself, and he might be entertaining his little buddies, but he's really fucking show up. Like, man, just shut up, just enjoy the show. I mean, if you came here to to mess the show up, then you're not a fan, you're a heckler. And I think there's a thin line, if you come and you buy a ticket, I agree that you're allowed to say whatever you want, hold your signs up and all that shit, but you shouldn't try to fuck up the show or disrupt the show. Just have fun, watch the shit. It's entertainment. And if you try to take if you're there to take the entertainment out of the show, then why the fuck are you there? Just stay home and be miserable all alone.
Yeah, beat your wife.
There you go, wisdom from
kick the dog.
Exactly right. That's what's really cool about the Mexican people. In fact, they're almost more fans of the Heat than the baby.
Yeah.
In Arena Mexico, they're more Heat. So for the baby faces like myself, it makes you work even harder to learn how to get over, because not only you have to, and another thing, in WWE, the heel's main job is to get the baby face over. Here it's every man for himself. It's every man.
Yeah.
It's like, if you have a match 3 3-on-3. It's really 1-on-1, 1-on-1. It's you better bring your shit or you're gonna get left behind. You know, everyone wants to get their shit in. Everyone, 6 people want to get their shit in. So, and you know, the crowd's into it the whole time. It's hype, really hype, and that's what worries about me. You know, people always ask me, you ever think about coming back to WWE? And yeah, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. You know, with royalties and shit like that, I mean, you can make a real nice living really quick in WWE. Whereas here, you know, making a decent living, I'm not complaining at all. But I mean, I kind of make my own rules. Like I walk with my own drum, you know. I wrestle in CMLL, but I'm acting by myself independently with Televisa. You know, I work with companies that sponsor me. You know, WWE, when you're WWE, you're with WWE. They own you. You have no other, you know, and that's what scares me, worrying about writers getting over. Whereas here,
Skype difficulties.
Will that come back on its own?
I don't know.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're recording.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing technical difficulties.
We're experiencing some Skyping difficulties.
Okay. Mark, are you back?
We see? Yeah, I can see you. We lost your video, though. Can you turn your video on? Let me see. Did I hang up?
Can you turn your video on? Click.
All right, let's see if this works again. Hey, you can see 2 of me.
There he is. Okay.
Boom.
And we're back.
Little Skype difficulties is no biggie. But yeah, I agree totally with you, man. Like I know exactly what you're saying. When you're in WWE, they own your heart and soul. You know, you can't do anything. And
I'll say this about the WWE.
Well, say it then, Mike.
I didn't have the
just say the
that
shit.
either one of y'all had.
Sure you did.
When you first get there, you really think you've made it somewhere, but it don't take long for the politics up there to start getting your shit down.
Oh, yeah, terrible.
And I mean, it'll take the fun out of something. I mean, it's like you're getting paid. You know, you go to the mailbox every Monday and it's worth it. But you know, some of that stuff they have you do, and some, you know, being at the mercy of some of that bullshit them writers come up with, and not using you, not listening to your ideas. I mean, that shit's just a little tough.
And they'll take your idea and give it to somebody else.
Oh yeah,
that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's a really great idea.
That's what worries me. You know, I'm very comfortable here, and I like it here. I've created a life for myself in 6 years here. I mean, that's why I'm afraid to go back to WWE, because it's WWE, and there's only one WWE, and there's only one thing I'm doing. All my eggs are in one basket.
Right.
And you know, whereas here, if something happens in wrestling, if I break my leg or I can still act. It's just much more opportunity here for me. Much more avenues to make money and to further my career. You know, and in WWE, it's like that. Like Mike said, you know, you depend on the writers. The writers don't write good shit for you, or they don't give you a cool character. Or it's hard to get over. It's hard to get over in a 6-minute match when you're doing the job.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's just the way it is. You know, you're slipping on the banana peel. You know, Mark, I need you to slip on a banana peel this week.
Yeah,
okay.
I've slipped. There's a lot of fucking banana peels up there.
Oh yeah, all the motherfuckers.
Like, why don't they clean those bananas up? Because them fucking bananas are everywhere.
Yeah, so you know, here, you know, just up to recently, right now we're currently the tag team champions here, the trios champions, the team of 3, and what's my first belt in 5-6 years here, you know, so the belts that mean much, but the big matches are hair versus hair, mask versus mask, and that's kind of cool too. That's another hype thing that goes on here, you know. Of course, we have WrestleMania in the States and stuff like that, but we have matches here, you know, mask versus mask. You're really pretty much putting your character on the line versus the character of somebody else, you know, and that's cool for the people.
That's what you need to do. You got to grow out one of those Daniel Bryan goat beards.
Then let them shave it.
And then have a beard versus hair match or some shit.
Yeah. No, I got to keep this for about 8 months.
You got to keep it just like that, or you going to let it continue?
Pretty much. I keep it at the same size as far as the sequence and the soap opera goes.
Now, do you go full Russian and you get the fucking big hairy chest and back and all this kind of shit?
No, I'm kind of like a new age gangster.
Okay. Nikita Sanchez. I'm still going.
I'll send you some links around so you can check it out.
Okay.
You won't understand shit, but you'll get the gist. I mean, that's basically what happened. I was a gangster in Chicago, and I found this Mexican guy, and I tried using him as a mule.
Yeah.
By using him as a mule to carry money. He gets caught at the border. He stooges me off. I go to jail, and now I'm bouncing from jail. I'm in Chicago jail. Now they're gonna move me to jail in Monterrey. So
Very
I'm
nice.
going American butt fuck to Mexican butt fuck. Pretty much.
It sounds like a good time. Sounds like a party.
Now I'm making threats, and I got, I'm a new age gangster. That's kind of what they were looking for. So it's cool. It's been cool. It's been a good experience too.
That's pretty cool. I like that. It's neat that soap operas are on at night there because I've always wondered, like in America, soap operas come on during the day, and and I got this train of thought when because now WWE's PG and all this, and it's like it's not for kids and this sort of shit. Or when it was, the Attitude Era wasn't for kids, and I would always go, what about soap operas? Soap operas are on during the day. Everybody's fucking, people are getting raped, everybody's getting murdered, and then they'll come back from the dead and get raped again, and then everybody's fucking again. I'm like, how is that for kids? And it's on like at 12 noon.
Yeah, it's for housewives.
Yeah.
Housewives with vibrators.
I wonder how they do in terms of ratings. I mean, could a Bold and the Beautiful be a Breaking Bad? You know what I'm saying? If it was on at night, more people have the opportunity to watch.
Probably so. I mean, because I know like during the summer, like when I was a kid, they would still come on during the summer. It's like not like during school. Obviously, you can't watch them, but if you're home during the summer, there's literally when you got like 4 channels, there's nothing on but soap opera. So I was watching some General Hospital shit back in the day.
Right when the game shows go off.
The game shows go off, and
they
then
always had the baddest bitches too in those soap operas. The baddest girls.
Well, they had those nighttime soap operas here, like Dallas and Falcon Crest and all that shit, but they only came on once a week. I mean, I guess coming up with programming every single day is the damn challenge.
But that's all you had to do. Who's gonna be fucking this episode?
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of fucking going on. You got to do it every day.
It's every day though. Every day. Like I mean, when you're a kid and you're coming up at a certain age in your life, you feel a little amorous or whatever. Every day on soap operas, there's somebody fucking.
Yeah.
That's just Shane Helms logic for you. That's how it works.
And then they're dead, and then they come back to life.
And then they're dead, and they come back to life.
And they fuck some more.
Everybody fucking. Now, that's what the name of the soap opera should be. Everybody's fucking. 24/7. But fucking. 24/7 fucking. We did a show in LA and fucking Victor Newman showed up. I forget which one he's on. He's on one of the popular ones.
Victor Newman, yeah.
Yeah.
He's on the Restless.
Yeah, the young
Yeah. And I was like, I wasn't sure who he was, but I knew the name. I said, Victor Newman.
And he's been Victor Newman for like 40 years, hasn't he?
Yeah, I don't even know if he has a real name anymore. I think he just changed that
He
shit.
probably forgot what it was.
What's your real name?
Oh, Hector. Hulk Hogan.
Nikita Sanchez.
Yeah.
That should be your gimmick, man. I like Nikita Sanchez. I think that's just money.
Now, Victor Newman was the one that was always fucking that blonde, right?
He was fucking everybody.
He's Victor Newman.
That's what he does. Him, and I saw that one guy that plays Adam Chandler on All My Children. I saw him one time, and I don't know his real name either. I was like, Adam Chandler.
Adam Chandler.
And Erica Kane. What's Erica Kane?
Susan Lucci.
Susan. Yeah, right. Yeah, Susan Lucci. She's still on there, ain't she? Oh, is that one? They're canceling some of them here in America. I know some of them.
They just canceled Days of Our Lives, or one of them ones that's been on forever.
Yeah, one of the ones that's been on forever fucking got canned. I guess there's a lot of competition at 2 p.m.
Yeah. Some infomercial bought the slot.
Wheel of Fortune moved up a couple slots to fuck shit up.
Is
Jeopardy. Oh, fuck.
I'll take the penis mightier 200, Alex.
Sean Connery.
Yeah. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
On Saturday Night Live? Have you seen that?
No.
There's a Saturday Night Live skit. You can get it off the Best of Saturday Night Live. It's on Netflix or something. But Sean Connery's one of the guys. Who's Alex Trebek? Is it Farrell?
No, that guy that
Will Ferrell's Alex Trebek, and somebody else is Sean Connery, and they keep fucking up the titles. And it's the pen is mightier, like the pen is mightier than the sword. But he goes, the penis mightier for 200, Alex. He keeps fucking up everything. It's pretty fucking
I
good.
just watched that the other day. Now that you mention it.
I did your mother last night, Trebek. There's something about banging Trebek's mom too on there somehow. Well, cool, Daddy-O. I don't want to hold you up too much longer, man. I appreciate you coming on doing the show.
You got anything you want to plug while you're on here?
Yeah, you got any shows coming up this weekend or anything? This will be going up tonight live.
I'll be up tonight live. Well, I mean, in Mexico, I got shows all this weekend, Sunday. And
You got a website or anything people can find out your info, or just I got your Twitter up on the
just the Twitter.
at Marco Corleone 23.
Got it.
Respect for the MJ
Respect.
and respect for Robert Horry at all times.
Respect for Mr. Clutch.
Mr. Clutch. You need to invent a move called the Horry Clutch.
Clutch.
Just for that, and don't tell nobody what it means. Only the people that watch this show will know what it means.
Okay, the Horry Clutch. Got it.
Well, cool. Well, all right, Daddy. Well, we appreciate it, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Take
Mike.
it easy.
All right, we'll see you
Nice
down the
talking to you,
road.
man.
Uh,
Good luck.
Buzz Alex from Lucha Libre and tell him to get on this shit. Tell him
Got
book them tours with Dr. Pepper Man.
Dr. Pepper, down. Later, dude.
Later. You.
Very good, brother. Very good.
That's very cool. He went down there and made a whole career.
Yeah.
Made a whole career.
I'll tell you this. I don't mean this in a condescending way, too, but
That's never a good way to start.
no, I remember when he first came on the scene, you know, he came through the power plant and everything.
Uh-huh.
You hear him talk now, and you can tell he's how much more experienced he is. How much
Oh,
more
he's fucking
learned
good as
about
hell.
the
That's
business.
the first thing I know, like I said to him when we went, we did this Lucha Libre USA tours. And one of the reasons I went down there was because, we were buddies in WWE, and they used me and Rosie a lot to try to help him and Lance K get over. And so, we became friends after, working, and you realize the working situations, it's got nothing to do with me and you. They might have us doing dumb shit, but it's got nothing to do with me and you. So, anyway, we became buds, and we knew each other in WCW. Anyway, he used to pick on Jamie Noble all the time, and it would just fucking tickle the piss out of me.
That's good.
And Jamie would come, Jamie was always lat spread, always, little man complex.
Yeah, and he's this big.
And Jindrak knew him, would mess with him. He goes, "Hey, little boy, have you lost your mommy and daddy?" Fucking Jamie would flip out and run around. But anyway, when I was going to Lucha Libre USA, one of the reasons I went down there was because I knew I'd be teaming with Jindrak. And I watched one of his singles matches, and I was just like, immediately, I was like, man, you have improved so much. And like, it wasn't nothing. I don't just go out and say shit to people like that if I don't fucking mean it.
Well, I don't know him. This is the first time I've ever talked to him in my life. But
Yeah.
I've seen him on television, but I can just tell from talking to him and from the stuff that's coming out of his mouth, he understands what's going on now. He's figured some stuff out.
Yeah, it's
And good for him. I mean,
Yeah, like I just the way they're doing it in WWE now is just not conducive to a learning environment.
No, I mean, I could see where a guy would come out of WWE after being there 4 or 5 years and be greener than somebody that.
Not knowing what the hell's going on. Yeah, without a doubt.
But you go somewhere like where he's at or somewhere else, and you got to figure out how to make a spot for yourself, which he's done, obviously, in a good spot. He's one of the top guys. Then that speaks for your ability to. I mean, a lot of people say, I don't think my definition of the word being a good worker.
There he is. He's actually a lot bigger than that. He's just way behind me in this picture.
How tall is
picture.
he?
6'4".
6'4", so he's like my height.
Yeah. He's way behind. You see.
I was gonna say you hear these guys, these marks on the internet that think they know what they're talking about, and they talk about what a good worker is. Let me ask you a question.
Ask away.
In your opinion, who is the best worker in the history of the business?
Vince McMahon?
For a talent.
Oh, for a talent.
But you're on the same track that I'm on.
Well, I mean, I tell you this. One time, that's a tricky question because it kind of depends on how.
Give me a piece of paper. Let's write it down, and we'll disclose at the same time.
My fucking pen quit working. About like my Skype while ago. Everything's falling apart on me. We can say it. Jimmy Hart said to me one time. He said, "The purpose of this business is to make money.
Yes.
The business is a work.
Yes.
So who's made more money than the Hulk?"
That's I would say Hulk Hogan, hands down.
So from that standpoint, but that's a one way of looking at it. I mean, if you want to look at just in-ring talent, my greatest of all time is going to be Flair.
I agree, but I mean, what I can say about Flair is he didn't know how to cash his chips in the way Hogan did.
Well, no, it's different.
And
Flair, Savage, and Eddie Guerrero are my top three, and followed closely by the Undertaker.
Yeah, but by the original context you put that in, the Undertaker will probably outshine the other three.
Probably, yeah.
and he's up there with Hulk. But I would say, you know, just as far as understanding how to manipulate this business, because what does the word work mean? It's a con man. I mean, you're a good con man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who's going?
It's just different. I think that part's kind of gone now, though, because people know that's there. So now the context of that word doesn't mean the exact same anymore.
Probably
because you don't have to use that as much.
But going back over the years.
Yeah, if you're talking about of all time.
Yeah, it's like people say, you know, people get on there and they talk about Kevin Nash. Oh, Kevin Nash ain't worth shit. No, if you think Kevin Nash ain't worth shit, you don't understand his business.
He made a lot of cash.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he might not be able to go in there and do, you know, take bumps with damn Rey Mysterio, but he did something right. Well, you don't have to.
Tall, yeah.
He did something right. He knew how to take what he had and go to the damn pay window with it.
He's the one guy, I will say this, I've said it a few times. He's the one guy, I would say more than myself, that got saddlebagged with some crazy ass gimmicks. Survived through them and still made it.
Yeah. I mean,
made it further than I did.
First couple of years, he was.
I mean, you talking about the Master Blasters, Benny Vegas, Oz, all that shit. You know, I mean, he survived that.
He came out of that on the other side with something good.
And then, you know what? I mean, all those gimmicks. You know, there's one thing I told guys in this business, and I remember telling Big Vito this when they was wanting him to do the dress, and he was all about doing the dress too. But he came to me and was like, "What do you think I should do it?" I said, "If you're going to do it 100%.
Don't half-ass it. Don't be embarrassed."
Zack Ryder came to me and he had those tights with the one leg and without. He goes, "So I want to go show him to Vince," and I go, "No, go put them on. Work. If he doesn't like it, he'll tell you.
You'll be the first to know."
Yeah, you'll trust me. When you come through that curtain, if you don't like them, then you just won't have them next week. I said, don't go ask for permission. Just go do your shit. And he did. And you know, and for a while, that's one of the things that people liked about it. But that's the main thing about gimmicks. You've got to put your heart into it. Yep. If you don't believe it, the people won't believe it.
Goldust.
Goldust 450. He's in there. 450. Just jump right into that shit.
Now, Kevin Nash said something controversial here recently, which I don't know why he hauled off that remark, especially because he was talking about two guys that have passed away. But I don't know. What do you think about that comment? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, we didn't talk about that. Or maybe
I think we talked about it when Chavo was on here, but Chavo kind of talked about it. I never really heard what you had to say about it.
I mean, I think Kevin's earned his opinion, right or wrong. You know, so I respect somebody's opinion that's earned it a lot more so, and that's no disrespect to anybody, but if you're sitting on the couch and have never, you know, been a wrestler or been in the business at all, I mean, naturally I gotta respect somebody's opinion that's actually been there. I don't agree with what he said, but I respect
the point he was trying to make. I don't think it came off very tactful.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, considering if them two guys were still alive and they could defend themselves, it might have been a different story too.
Yeah. It goes into something I just did, you know. I think he was talking, you know, a lot where he's talking about how people walking through the airport, and this is something I touched in an interview I just did Tuesday night, and a couple of websites picked it up today and yesterday. I was talking about the fear factor that doesn't exist in wrestling anymore, and fear factor leads into the believability factor. There's so many guys on TV that I'm just not afraid of, you know, and I should be. You know, I should be afraid of some of these guys, but I'm just not. Because, I mean, not the guys on TV. I'm talking about when I watch wrestling. There should be guys on there that I'm afraid of. And I'm just not. And I said I don't want to be hypocritical. Obviously, I was a superhero, but my character wasn't designed to install fear. You know, I was a, you know, white meat baby face, that sort of shit. But there's just so many guys that come out on TV, and I'm just looking at them going, I will beat the shit out of this guy. And I know there's a lot of other guys, you know, and I talk to fans too, and they're just like, oh man, it's like he's a wuss, he's a puss, he's teeny tiny. And a lot of it, I mean, not all of it has to do with size. Adrian Street wasn't a big guy. I was terrified of fucking Adrian Street.
Still am.
I was still to this day. I was terrified of Buddy Roberts. Buddy Roberts he made me think you want to pull your eyeball out. Dick Slater wasn't a big guy, but I was afraid of Dick Slater. There's so many. These were grown ass men when I was coming up, and now it just seems like the age thing, especially, you know, I know Johnny Ace was a big young talent guy. I always want to get young guys. I'm just not afraid of these young guys no more. I mean, just not. You know, it's just.
Well, the thing about wrestling too is it's all visual. I mean, it's perception. I mean, you know, some little scrawny runt they got on there might go out there and beat the dog shit out of you, but he just don't look like he could. That's what people see.
Yeah, it's the same. I mean, the same thing happens in UFC. You know, Frankie Edgar doesn't look like he could kick your ass. You know, Anthony Pettis doesn't look like he could kick your ass. And them motherfuckers will probably come in here and kick both our damn asses by themselves.
I was terrified as a kid of people like Ox Baker,
Yeah.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Man, fucking, I mean, if you go with Stan Hansen, Bruiser Brody, I mean, even I was talking about Arn Anderson in this particular interview. Arn's looked 35 since he was in high school. Ever since he got in the business, he's looked like this grown-ass man that would hurt you. You know, I mean, and there's a place for young talent, but now there's so much young-looking guys. Like like I said, there's just so many guys that I'm just not afraid of at all. And I think that's what people want to see. Like, why does the heavyweight still sell even more in UFC? I mean, why is it still that? Like, I want to see Alistair Overeem and fucking Junior Dos Santos go at it. I want to see Dos Santos and Brock go at it again. You know, it's just.
Well, even in boxing, I mean, you would have, Hagler and Hearns that would come along, but it wasn't. That whole weight class didn't carry the same interest year in and year out that the heavyweight class did.
Yeah, and it's only and too like there's something about even Pacquiao. Pacquiao still looks like a man in his face. He's a small guy, but he's got that face of a man. You know, he looks like a grown man in the face. You know, then you see him in real life and he's teeny tiny, but he still looks like a man. He looks mean. What are you laughing at?
I don't know. I just thought about Prince Nassim, and I thought about that bus driver video. Was that not the same thing?
Hell yeah, Prince.
Prince Nassim driving a bus now?
Boom! Boom! Boom!
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, you think even go back to Roberto Duran. Remember him?
Yeah.
Grown ass man. Fucking Hearns. Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns never looked young, ever.
No, I don't think he was born on his Benjamin Button.
Hagler was a good point. Hagler looked terrifying. And what were they? 170?
Yeah, what weight class was that? Middleweight?
God, the fucking boxing weight classes throw me off all the time.
There's so damn many of them until you get to heavyweight, and then if you weigh over 190 pounds, you're good to go.
When you got to look at the draws now in the UFC, I mean, Anderson Silva, grown-ass man. Even though GSP's a young pretty boy, I mean, he's still so athletic looking. And you see, and at first he wasn't. It wasn't like he came out and was over right away. I mean, with Canadian fans he was, of course. But over time, you can get over. And it's harder for little guys to get over.
Pro wrestling in the United States seems like has always fought that battle among non-wrestling fans to have some kind of credibility to it, not be thought of as a joke.
Yeah.
And your guys you put out there. I mean, when you see Hulk Hogan walk out on the set of a talk show back in 1985 versus CM Punk or Daniel Bryan walking out there now, and they walk out there and shake hands with Jay Leno, and Jay Leno's 4 inches taller than they are.
Right.
It's just something about that perception. Even Macho Man, I mean, he wasn't a huge guy, but he was way bigger than those guys.
Yeah, remember him on Arsenio Hall?
Yeah. Who's in the danger zone? Yeah. But plus he comes out.
What's your favorite color?
I mean, he comes out there in his gimmick, the cowboy hat and the glasses and all that stuff, and he just looked like something special. I mean, Punk comes out there in a pair of jeans and some Reeboks and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
He looks like some kid from Food Line over there carrying a damn WWE belt in his hand.
That's just the thing, man. When you're that smaller guy, you got to prove it. Big guys can walk out and people think there's something right away.
Well, it's like Diesel. I mean, or Kevin Nash. I mean, if Kevin Nash was...
You always like that name Diesel, didn't you? I did too.
He'll always be Diesel. But if he was 5'8", you would have never even seen him.
Right.
I mean, he didn't have... he didn't have the rest of the package to go along with it.
And that's something too. I think big guys they always kind of forget about. They always want to think that it's their word, and that motherfucker, genetically you were blessed with being 7 foot.
That's true.
And so be thankful for that, because if you weren't with that level of talent, then nobody would know who you are. And I'm not saying Kevin. I'm talking about just about every big guy that.
Sid Vicious. I mean, just a lot of them guys.
Sid was awful. I mean, I actually think Kevin has put on good matches. There were times when I loved him, and I think he was my favorite Rumble ever, when he would just kept throwing motherfuckers out and just sit there waiting for him.
I would say he always pulled his weight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you put him in there with Bret Hart or Shawn or whatever, I mean, I know those guys can make almost anybody look good, but he was there. He did his part.
Was it? Remember that match? It was a cage match, and this is me being a dumb kid, but it was Nash and Bret, and the Undertaker came out of the ring from the bottom,
on the floor. Yeah. And
there was some part where and this is going. I know this is gonna make me sound dumber than ever, but I think Bret was doing something and Nash kicked him off, and then I saw the Undertaker's arm on the thing, and all I saw was this arm.
You thought he kicked his arm off?
I thought the motherfucker, somebody had kicked I thought he kicked Bret's arm off because all I saw was his arm. I mean, it was just for a split second, and I know it's fucking stupid, but the arm was in. I was like, what the fuck is that? I thought he just kicked his damn arm off.
You ever watching a football game and you see somebody's helmet fly off and you think their head's in it?
Yeah. Sometimes I hoped it was.
Yeah.
I remember that going, damn, I'm stupid. But I was into it.
But I mean, like, everybody bashes on Lex Luger, probably with good reason, but he, I thought he did some decent work in his day. Not all the time, but I think.
The only thing I didn't like about Lex, and I'll say, he never got better. See, and that's one of the things I liked about Nash. If you watch the transition, like, you can see that this guy was getting better and better, and he was, never going to he didn't need to wrestle like Shawn or any of those guys. He didn't need to, but he was getting better.
I didn't know Lex personally. I mean, I've been in the locker room with him before, but, you can see that attitude he had.
Yeah.
And he just seemed like he had that, I don't know if he was a spoiled kid or what, but he had that sense of entitlement.
Mm-hmm.
That when he finally did get to a top spot, he thought, okay,
this is it.
I've made it. All I got to do is show up from here on out. Whereas when he was, they first brought him in, he was with the Four Horsemen, he was a heel, he was wrestling Dusty. I thought he worked hard. And, it was like they had him under control. He was doing his part. He turned him babyface when he first had that little run with Flair. I thought he did good. And then it's once he moved beyond that, they put the belt on him, things like that. It was when he kind of got full of himself.
Yeah.
Really plateaued or even went downhill from there.
Yeah, he just kind of stopped improving. But then again, I mean, once you're a world champion, where do you go? I mean, I can see where that mentality comes from. I don't agree with it, but I can see where it comes from. Because I kind of like doing new shit sometimes.
Well, every time, my career moved a little forward, it to me, it was like almost like a reset. Okay, I'm starting over in a new spot. I need to
figure some shit out.
I'm not, just trying to be the best guy on the indie show that I'm on. Now I'm in here with some guys.
I still to this day watch shit, hoping I can learn something.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, you see all those fucking DVDs when I'm in on my bike every day doing my little exercise bike. I'm watching some kind of, and it'll be whatever. It doesn't have to necessarily be something great. I'll just be watching and see if there's anything I can pick up. And I got 23 years in, and I see guys on the indies that don't watch the business. There's something will come up, they'll talk about Raw, and I hear some smart ass indie guy who's never made it goes, I don't watch that shit. And I'm just going.
They say things where they don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about.
I'm just sitting there looking at it going, you never made it. You probably never will with that fucking attitude. But I understand why you haven't made it now. Even good or bad, if you're in the indies trying to make it, your ass should be watching Raw on Monday. Watch fucking Ion on Wednesday, even though I know it's a lot of the time. That's your homework. Watch fucking Impact, watch SmackDown, watch Ring of Honor, watch everything you can find. If you're not, you're shooting yourself in the foot.
And see what's working and what's not. I've had veteran guys. I mean, it's a lot of these guys too. They work for 2 years and they think they know everything, and they're disrespectful towards the. They think they can take more bumps or do more shit off the top rope than a veteran guy, so they think they're better than he is. Don't discount that knowledge somebody's got in their head just being around it for years.
I think even the dumbest motherfuckers got a little bit of knowledge.
Well, I've had guys say things to me over the years.
But by that same token, a lot of the greats got some dumb shit going on.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, just because a guy's been doing it for 20 years, he's got all the answers. But I've had some things. I'll give you an example. I was sitting there. Well, this was early on. I was still pretty young, but I was working for the WWE or WWF at the time. We're watching the monitor, and Barry Horowitz is having a match with Tugboat. Okay?
Tugboat was at the damn convention I was at this weekend.
But Arn is sitting behind me, okay? And I'm sitting there watching the monitor, and he's doing this shit, and it was one of those things where it's in my mind, and I was thinking it, but I didn't really put my finger on it. The crowd was kind of shitting on the match, and it was he was doing the big guy, little guy match. The same shit, trying to slam him, and and Arn just shakes his head, and he goes, everybody works for the big man the same. That's why they ain't. He got up and walked away, and on.
He's right. We connected. We didn't even know we connected. But
it was just how smart that was. And I'm like, he's exactly right. He's doing the same shit. Everybody's seen this shit before. And it ain't working. And Raven one time, this is when I was in ECW. And Super Crazy was in the ring. Me and Raven were sitting there watching the match. And Raven's like, Mike, come here. Because I liked him. Because he'll go out of his way. I didn't say, hey, Raven, teach me something here. He said, hey, watch this. And I said, okay. And he said, look, he's doing, the moonsault and everything. He said, look at the crowd. He said, now keep watching and tell me what the most over thing he does. He's done a moonsault. He dove off the top rope, and he's getting a little bit.
This is Super Crazy you're talking about?
Yeah. What did he do that was the most over? Like he's doing it, and the crowd goes crazy for the damn 10 punches.
Did he do it in Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just like, he's like, you see how that simple little thing, all that other stuff, he's working his ass off, but he's got this. And, remember it, kid.
Pat Patterson, I remember one time I actually did my hurricane pose, came off by accident. Like, not by accident, it was unplanned. On a house show, I hit Big Show with a fucking shoulder tackle, and it about knocked me down. I remember that. Because he just fucking stood there, and I ran into him, I was like, God damn. And so then I was going to do it again, and I felt like and because I almost fell down, I felt like I needed to recorrect my positioning. And so when I did my little thing, I was winding up, and I started shaking like that, and then I spun around, and I get back, and Pat Patterson goes, I love that. He goes, that was great. And I said, I didn't know. I said, I wasn't planning on it. He goes, that's what house shows are for. And I can't do a French-Canadian accent. He goes, whatever the fans pop for, you keep. Whatever they don't, fuck it.
Well, see, that's part of what gets lost in the business when you work the whole match out in the locker room. Yeah. You don't get that feedback from the crowd where this is working, so I'll stick with it, and this ain't, so I'll get away from it. You know, guys they decide ahead of time what they're going to do, and they get out there and they do it no matter what. And most of it has to do with a certain little list of moves they want to make sure they get in each match.
They get their shit in, man. Get this shit in.
What's going to work, and what's
Mike, get your shit in.
Get it in. I'm getting it in right now, ain't I?
Get it in, man.
What else? I have another one.
I don't know. You're talking my damn ears to death. This is a talk show. Strangely enough.
Oh, Savio Vega. He didn't say this to me. He said it to Jason. Jason had a match, a dark match or whatever.
Before he's
Arn. And Jason's out there in some tag match or something. Might have been there Marty or something like that. Anyway, he's a baby face, and the crowd was going with it. You know how tough it is sometimes. They don't know who you are. They'll shit on it. But Jason fired up. Okay. He did something. He fired up. The crowd went with it. And then he did something a few seconds later, and he fired up again. And it was like, And I was like, huh. And he came back there, and Savio Vega said, hey, man, you got to know when to fire up. He said, don't fire up too much or they'll turn on you.
They will.
That's what it was. He already fired up once. He did it again too soon.
Why'd he do it?
They didn't appreciate it. I don't appreciate that.
Michael Yamaha and the Bear?
Yes. Disrespectful to the Bear.
Why would he do it? This is where I'm going to be this weekend. Sugar Creek Casino, Oklahoma.
There's a Spanky right there in the middle.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me take the title off so you can see it. I don't know who this guy is. That's Ariel.
Is that breakdancing?
Shelly Martinez. No. Kendrick. That's cheerleader Melissa. Melissa Flash. Let's say Hinton, Oklahoma. Anyway, this will be on. Go to Twitter at ShaneHelmsCom. Oh look, I ain't even put the fucking thing up there. This is what we were talking about for the last couple of
weeks. Showing a picture of Michael Yamaha on the
the whole time. Yeah, Spanky, Shelly Martinez, cheerleader Melissa, Elisa Flash, as she was known. It says Hinton, Oklahoma, this Saturday, October 20th.
What's Spanky doing these days?
I'll tell you what he's gonna be doing this Saturday.
Working on that show.
Working on this.
Is he with TNA or not?
No. He spanked that shit. He spanked that exhibition and left.
Actually, that Spanky
Spanky was a talented motherfucker, man. Yeah, he always liked Spanky. You know what else I like? Fucking aliens, man.
Socaloos.
Anyway, well, that's good, man. I'm done. I'm done talking. Done jibbing drapping.
Done with it.
Piece this shit together.
Got to save something for next time.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. That damn Skype does what it wants to.
Damn that Skype.
Got to figure out a new chat program that make that shit a little easier.
That FaceTime won't work on a computer.
Wow,
if you get an Apple,
yeah, I'm gonna get a new. I got a new system coming in. Well, I got a new system being looked at to see if it's gonna work more. But then you got to change all your damn software from IBM to Apple and all this kind of shit. I think if it's too good, people are not going to think it's me doing it. I think it's got to be fucked up a little bit for them to know it.
With us.
Yeah, I think that if it's flawless, they're gonna I don't know what's going on. These motherfuckers, it's too good. Somebody's got to be helping. My teacher said that, not my teacher, but when I was in school, I kind of really hid the being smart thing. I figured out early on that fucking kids would try to fight you all the time. It's like if you're stronger than them, nobody cares. If you're faster, nobody cares. But if somebody thinks you're smarter than they are, they get fucking. They want to kill you for it. Right. And two, when I started being recruited for wrestling, by colleges, and by colleges I just mean the one. But I was in ninth grade, so I got my first recruitment, talk in ninth grade, and so I dropped all my classes to average because you don't got to be in all that collegiate fucking classes, honor. So I didn't have any, aspirations to go on with that. I wanted to be a fucking wrestler at all times. And
I always took the honor classes because it kept my grade point average higher.
Yeah, it just fucking it didn't matter. That recruiter told me, he said, we look at English and we look at the letter beside it. We don't care if it's honors English, honors for dummies, or English for dummies, whatever. So we just look at the letter beside it. I said, all right. And see, I didn't have to be in none of that shit anyway. All they did was just give you more books to read on your fucking off time. And I did honors English, and I was in AG's English, and then there was another kind of English that I was in. And literally all they did was in my off time, I'm sitting there going, and no disrespect to anybody like Shakespeare, but kids, you'll never use it ever. Unless you're fucking just
an English teacher.
Yeah, unless you're an English teacher. But it's another thing too, like not to get off on a tangent. One of the biggest problems, because I used to have a reading program, and I would go to middle schools and read, not middle schools, but younger schools and read to kids and try to tell them how important reading was. And I would always tell teachers, give the kids books they'll like, not books you like.
It's hard to, even me, when I try to read something, if I get a book I like, a 320-page book, I can read the motherfucker in 2 days if I like it.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, Midsummer Night's Dream, like, reading that shit, what the fuck is that shit? Stupid. And all this kind of shit, but then there's a couple, like, once you find a real book that hooks you, then you understand, then you get into it.
I got interested in Moby Dick. Okay. I had read some things.
You like that big white?
Well, I was supposed to have read it in high school, but I really didn't. I cheated and read the Cliff Notes. But then I was going to read it, and I was like, because I started reading about the true story that it was based on and all this stuff. And I got interested in it, and I started reading it. And I think that's another one of these scars on my wrist.
Yeah.
Where I fucking just said, fuck it. Take me now. God, I know that's a classic piece of literature.
Which one?
Moby Dick. That motherfucker sucks. That damn book is that thick, and that whole story could have been told in a damn comic book. I
remember reading A Good Earth going, you've got to be fucking kidding me. That Midsummer Night's Dream was just ridiculous. I remember that going, this has no relevance to my life ever.
Now, some Shakespeare stuff I like, but that particular, I think he was on acid or something. He really does.
I would hope that he was. There has to be an explanation for some of that fucking nonsense.
That wasn't. I could see maybe some goofy girl liking that or something.
And a lot of that shit is just blowing, like how great Romeo and Juliet has the worst love story of all fucking time. They meet each other for a couple of days. Fucking everybody fucking dead.
For nothing.
Yeah, and one of them's underage, so it's kind of like statutory rape or some shit like that.
He didn't. He lifted that story from somewhere else too. Yeah, he wasn't the originator of that whole tragic love story.
Oh, I'm sure. Ain't love tragic anyway? Poetic words. Where was I going? I was going. Oh yeah, but anyway, like I said, I dropped out all those advanced classes, man. And I wrote up, and so now I'm in just regular classes and everything. And that was when I realized just how fucking not to use dumb, because I think people learn differently. But I was just in those.
A lot of people out there.
I was like in that, like I just how easily I thought some of those classes were. I'm like, man, this is pretty easy. Like, why are these people struggling? But I wrote a paper one time, and my teacher read it, and because, like I said, I really downplayed the way I talk, not intentionally, but I just talked the way people talk to me. And one of my friends goes, "There's no way Shane wrote that." There's no way that motherfucker wrote that. And anyway, it just made me think of one stuff.
What percentage of the general population do you think are dumb?
About 60 to 70.
I was going to say, it's a pretty high number.
And not dumb in that they can't survive, but like, I mean, that percentage of people that actually understand. I know when I tested, when I took my IQ test when I was a kid, I tested in like the top 8% of people in the world.
I've taken IQ test.
And I don't even understand what that means. It just means that's not enough.
I think an average IQ is around 90.
Yeah, that was way higher than that. But like, I don't know even what that means. Was that in the top 8% of people that took the test, or I mean, only certain people? Because I know like there'll be certain people they think are dumb, and then they'll take an IQ test, and the motherfuckers will be
like Forrest Gump's IQ was what, 70? Look at
the are we assuming he's a real person now?
No, but like remember Chris Washburn, that guy that started all that trouble and a basketball player?
Yeah.
His IQ was a 70 something.
Yeah,
just dumb and shit. My IQ, I don't know. I mean, I think it's an above or high, IQ. It's not like Einstein or something. I've had it taken twice. One time it was a 132, and one time it was a 135. I mean, I would guess that's probably what yours would be, or higher. I always get the man. But I mean, you get a.
But I always say with full disclosure, but since I've been bumping on my head for 20 fucking years, that my IQ has gone. Not nowhere near.
My memory is not what it used to be. I can't remember shit
I took that California Achievement Test that you take when you're a kid right before you take the SAT. And the highest you can make is a 99. I made a 99 on it twice. And that means you're in the top 1% of kids in the nation.
I had.
See, like I said, that's when I was a kid. I was smart then.
Two people in my high school
like an idiot now.
that aced the SAT, got a 1600 on.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, man, that's impressive. Because I went and took it, and I got a 1270, something like that. I thought, how can you fucking ace it? But these motherfuckers took it about 20 times.
How old were you when you took it?
Whatever, a senior or something like that.
I took the SAT in 7th grade and made it over an 1100.
Damn.
And I never took it in high school.
But I just took it once though. These motherfuckers like took study courses, and they just go take it. If they didn't like the score, they'd go take it again. I was like, well, damn, fuck, anybody could do that.
They brought me to this fucking high school to take this damn test, and I walk in this lunchroom with all these fucking seniors and juniors in there, and I'm in 7th grade going,
"Ooh, you Doogie Howser."
Nah, not anymore. That's the thing I tell people. Like, people say, don't assume I'm a pro wrestler because it's all I could do. I'm a pro wrestler because it was what I wanted to do. I just happened to be fucking good at it. There you have it.
Moment of awkward silence.
Awkward silence. Yeah, I used to be so smart. I don't know what the fuck happened. Rattling my brains around.
That'll do it.
Start bumping at 13.
Yeah.
Go kill yourself. Anyway, so there's a little bit of inside info.
There you have it. What are we at? 3 hours now?
Yeah, this will be the fucking long one here. That's what she said. Magnet shirt. Free hat from Canada. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks. I don't even know who the guest will be next week, but it'll be somebody. It'll be somebody. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Heaven forbid.
It's Highway to Helms.
Another day, another dollar as I holler to the world. I love the way I'm living, love the Gucci, love the girls, love the parties and the clubs, love the models and hot tubs, love the German engineering set on deep dish dubs. Another tour around the world, entertaining the fans. I love walking through the airport, taking pictures, shaking hands. Every day for me's an oyster, crack it open, find a pearl. I love the way I'm living, is what I holler to the world.